Dr B Decruse. I'm the Project Director of Meghalaya Control Society. And with me is Sri Ajoy Lanong. He is the Deputy Director looking after mainstreaming. Deputy Director Wilson Darling is looking after the prevention unit. Then Assistant Director for greater involvement with people living with HIV, we call the JIPA, is Zion Marway. Then also we have Lavina, she's also Assistant Director looking after youth, and Rab, he is looking after the IEC, and also Duffy, she is looking after documentation and publication. On this, we'll have this Red Fest on the 28th of this month, February. The venue will be at Larity Performing Center, and the time will start from, the registration will start from 10 a.m. onwards. So this is called the Red Fest. It's the 5th Northeast Multimedia Campaign, and to brief more on this, I will hand over to Ajoy Lanon, the Deputy Director looking after mainstreaming.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So the main objective actually of having this multimedia campaign is actually to create more awareness on HIV AIDS. So altogether, like all the eight northeastern states will be gathering like the after tomorrow at Clarity, and each state will be bringing their own respective bands, popular bands like to come and perform. So why? As we all know, because music is the easiest language everybody can understand. So by doing so, by having this musical event, we plan to do so much more with that platform. Also, the objective of this MMC is actually to enhance the risk perception and promote safe sex behavior. Also to issues, especially stigma and discrimination surrounding, especially for people living with HIV. Also to motivate different population groups to seek services such as integrated counseling testing centers, sexually transmitted infection centers, Raksha clinics as we call them, PPTCT, ART, etc. And also for the normalization of condoms. And when we talk about condoms, it's the same way to prevent HIV. So, like ma'am said, this will cater actually to the youth between the age group of 15 to 29 years. And also, the campaign will reach out to 126 districts all over the Northeast, combining all the Northeastern states in the Northeast. So like ma'am said, we've actually given you all a press kit, so all the band information is readily available for you all there, as well as the concept note on the Red Fest. So if you have any questions at this moment.
Address on the HIV scenario of Meghalaya first. So the HIV scenario in Meghalaya is above the national average. We stand at 0.42% the adult prevalence rate, which is higher than the national average, which stands at 0.21%. So that other northeastern states also are higher than the national average. And the main district that are facing more problem on the HIV here are the East Janty Hills and the West Janty Hills. Also now we are starting increasing cases in East Khas Hills and Bhopal district, and also even in West Khas Hills district.
What is
which is more, East Jantia or West Jantia?
When we look at the number, it will be more in West Jantia. But when we look on the prevalence, it's more in East Jantia, because the number of people, the population.
Why Jaintia Hill specifically? Is it because of a transit route or what is it?
The main cause, routes of transmission is sexual routes, okay, in the Janty Hills, and even in other parts of Meghalaya is mostly from sexual routes. And if we look at the rural area, if we analyze more in the rural area, it's more to sexual routes. But if we look at the urban area, it's more through the injecting routes.
So, in fact, it's more in rural areas or in urban areas?
It's that's what when we think of the routes of transmission. Okay, when we look from the sexual routes, it's more in the rural areas. But when we look from the injecting drugs, from the injecting routes, it's more in the urban areas.
Since you have mentioned that Northeast, other states of Northeast also has higher than the national average, if you can mention which are the states which has higher?
Mizoram, then comes to Nagaland.
The prevalence stands at 2.34%. Nagaland stands as a prevalence is 1.34%. Manipur, the prevalence is at 0.94 and Meghalaya at 0.42. So these are the four northeast states with the highest prevalence, comparatively with the other northeastern states.
And which state in Northeast has the most number of HIV cases?
Mizoram.
With a prevalence of 2.34%.
Coming to Meghalaya, we used to have a lot of concerts in the past several years. As you mentioned, youths are the target, but then what is it happening? Why is it not reducing?
Yes, it's keep on increasing. You see, like that's why we are calling this press conference also to address, like, it's not only a health department. This is multifactorial factors. There are so many factors, social factors, the economic factors, as well as the health factors. So what we have done from the health department, we have addressed this issue, and it is a call for other department also, and also for the press to come forward and spread more awareness on this. If we don't do it together, we will not be able to reach.
Don't you think some other means of communicating to the youth should be there? Because in the past, lot of concerts, bands performing did not pay the dividend, no?
Yes, we do a lot of awareness campaign, like what we have